Diana from the Allergen Baker. We specialize in manufacturing allergen-free foods. I have celiac disease and this is where the whole thing started. And as the time has progressed, people have asked us to remove things. We have a no nut policy in the bakery. We find that it's the one thing that people have asked us to do. So there are no nuts in any of our products at all, and it is not even allowed on the site. Peanut butter is a no-go. Do not bring it on site. Today we're privileged to actually be joining Signature Hospitality, or Signature is joining us in supplying us with a lot of our ingredients that we have. We're actually going to make a lemon drizzle loaf cake for you. We're also going to put a box together which you'll be able to get from Signature and also off Allergen's website. We'll put the contact details below on us. So this is one of Allergen's IP protected flour mixes, and the ingredients are there. We have rice flour, tapioca flour, chickpea flour, and sorghum flour, and xanthan gum. We also add baking powder into it, so you don't actually need to add any of that into the mix. So our collaboration with Signature is we're going to put a box together, which you can see. We'll show you the picture at the end of the video, with all your ingredients in it. We'll give you your flour, we'll give you your lemon juice, we'll give you your icing sugar, and you'll be able to bake 4 cakes out of the box. And the video is to actually show you how to put the cakes together. We will also give you the actual recipe, so it's yours to keep. So we say thank you to Nicholas from Signature for joining us here. Signature Hospitality is an online store, and they sell a lot of the ingredients. Well, they sell all our ingredients, but they sell a lot of other ingredients both to domestic and into the restaurant industry. So go and have a look at their website and see they have a huge range on what they can deliver. They do distribute nationwide to everybody, and this is going to be an ongoing collaboration between the two of us as to how we can actually utilize each other's ingredients and create products which are gluten-free but using normal ingredients or normal recipes. So we're going to take a normal recipe and we're then going to change it to a allergen-free or a gluten-free in this matter of time. So I've taken a lemon drizzle cake. The only ingredient that we are changing for it is the flour combination. So everything else is as per the recipe that my grandmother used to make. She used to use ordinary wheat flour, whereas now we're actually using the allergen-free product. So we're going to use reduced sugar on there. We're going to add the 2 eggs into it, and we're then going to beat it, if the egg will decide to break, to get your good fluffy texture on it. This one will come together very differently to the other because we've done a reduced sugar. The reason we do a reduced sugar is we pour icing sugar and lemon juice over the top, so you don't want it too sweet in the inside, otherwise you're going to have a sweet. You see it's changing its color into the white that we actually require. You can also see that there's very little granulation of the sugar into it. Then there we are. So into this we're going to add our oil. And again we're going to beat it up well. Now we're not going to add the lemon juice into this directly now because it's very much as to how much lemon juice you want. I know I like something that is really tart, whereas somebody else might just want the hint of the lemon juice. So we're going to put the flour combination in first because the flour is going to actually change the flavor of this mixture that we have here. Again, it's a combination of flours. We can either mix it with a spatula or we can actually mix it by hand. This is going to be more of a pancake batter kind of thing, not a dough like the other ones. It's much runnier than the others. It does take quite a while to actually bake together. You see it's quite thick, and we're going to thin that down with our lemon juice. The amount in here I have 150. I'm going to put about half of it in, and we're putting this in before we add the water because it's a liquid and it's going to change our texture and our end result of what we have here. Remember, we are learning how to read the dough as to what we need to add, how much liquid we need to add. That still has quite a chickpea flavor into it, very little lemon juice flavor into it. So I'm now going to add the rest of the lemon juice into it. I've added no other liquid other than the oil. I've added no water or anything into this. The baking powder was in Allergen Baker's premix, so there's no need to add into there. The xanthan gum was also in there. Now that is a nice lemon flavor. It's not an overpowering lemon flavor because remember, we're going to add more lemon juice and icing sugar into it, which is going to change our flavor. So we don't want an overpowering lemon flavor into it. In your kit, you're actually going to get one of these baking pans. It will make, well, I think it'll make one and a half of these on this. Remember, we always spray things really, really well. The spray and cook on that you can also get from Signature. They have everything that you would need in your ordinary domestic baking. We're now going to, if you want to scale this is actually going to make two. So we're going to make a mess. We're going to spray another one. We're going to make sure that everything is around from the side. And we're then going to pour. Remember, this has got baking powder in. So it's going to rise. We put them up about the same. We're now going to bake this. Find a baking pan. I lost it. I'll go and fetch one. Ah! I found it. Thank you. We're going to put two of these on here. We're again baking at 180, and this is going to take about half an hour. We're going to check the temperature after 20 minutes because we don't want it to be overbaked on there. In the meantime, we're going to mix icing sugar and lemon juice together, so that we can actually pour it on while it is still warm. Then you actually get it going inside, and then you get a glaze that goes over it. So we're going to do that, and then we will be back again. Hello. I've been looking at this lemon juice, and it's actually, besides the fact that it tastes amazing, it's a gentle lemon taste. It's not some of those harsh ones that you got. And it's water, lemon juice, little bit of sugar and lemon essence. It's made in the traditional Greek way. It's made by a company called Alpha Leone, and it's really, really nice as a lemon juice goes. Even though we're using it in this, I reckon you'd be able to use it in your lemon meringue and anything because it's not that harsh lemon juice. We had to actually add quite a bit of lemon flavor into it, into what we did, because it is such a gentle, subtle lemon juice flavor. It's really a nice flavor. In here, we've added lemon juice and icing sugar, and just literally made it into a runny mix. So as soon as the loaves come out of the oven, we're going to prick them really well, and we're just going to pour this over it and allow it to sit in the pan until it's cool. So you get the lemon taste going all the way through the front and on the sides and in the middle, down the bottom. So it just runs all over it. So you have this whole loaf which is encased with this really nice, refreshing lemon flavor. I eat it like it is, but you'd be able to eat it with some cream. You wanted to put some berries with it, you could put berries with it. Eat it with ice cream as well. But to me, it works just as it is. I've got this icing sugar on the outside, which is almost like a gentle crunch to it, and the lemon flavor just pulls right through it. So we will give you the recipe again on all of this with the exact measurements in that. And in the box you will get a bag of allergen flour, which is 1 kilo, which means that in this you'd be able to make, well, out of one recipe we've made 2 cakes. So therefore you'd actually be able to make almost 10 cakes as far as the flour is concerned. You'd be able to make 2 cakes with the lemon juice on with the icing sugar and with that. But then again, you could always reduce the lemon flavor if you don't want it so tart on your mouth, and then you'll end up with more. So from Signature you're going to get the icing sugar, you're going to get the lemon juice. From Allergen Baker you're going to get the baking foil, and you're going to get the premix of the flour combination, which already has the xanthan gum and the baking powder in it. All you're going to be able to have to add into it is the eggs. Unfortunately we can't ship eggs. Your oil of your choice. But if I remember correctly, in actual fact I am. Signature will send you eggs as well. So maybe it's something we can look at. If you think you need your eggs in your box, we can always add them in. You can just tell us in your email on there. So then you have your eggs, you have your lemon juice, you have your icing sugar, which is all coming from Signature. From Allergen you have the premix, 1 kilo of premix flour, which you'd be able to make quite a few things with. And you have your baking pan to be able to do that. And all that will come in a box. We'll show you the box at the end. And both, you'll be able to get it off Signature Hospitality's website and off Allergen Baker's website. So all you'd have to add into the mix would be some sugar and some oil. And the oil is your choice. The sugar, you can choose which sugar sweetener you want. I don't use anything else except normal sugar. I reduce sugar in all my ingredients, but I don't use I call artificial sweeteners in it. I don't like what they do to my body. I don't like what they do to my mouth. I just don't like their taste. So it's my personal choice, and as a result it falls down into Allergen's choice. We don't use the sugar replacements. I don't like it. Hello. Our lemon drizzles have now come out of the oven. You can see they're beautiful, they're brown, they're really, all you do is you smell that really nice lemon. We now have icing sugar and lemon juice in here, and we are literally going to take it and pour over the whole cake. Any pattern, anywhere, anyhow. That works out and makes 2 perfect cakes. We're just going to move some of the icing sugar and lemon juice around, make sure that it covers all of the bottom of it. And we're literally going to leave it in here so that it can cool down, and then we're going to be able to take it out. And that is an easy recipe, easy cake thing. You could actually turn around, you could freeze this, you could make this the day before for a dinner party, and you'd really have a hit on your hands. That was easy. We're actually going to take these out this out of the pan now to see what it looks like inside. I'm just loosening the edges to make sure that it all turns out, and literally, there we are. Slightly burnt at the bottom, but because it's so hot, we're cutting it with a bread knife. And there we are. Gives you your lemon flavor going all around the edge, your crispy outside on it, and then your nice gentle inside of just the lemon juice of flavor. And that can work with whatever you want to add to